We are made for grace. God made you for a relationship with Him that only grace can get you. He sent His Son Jesus into the world so you could get the relationship that you could never earn or deserve. But that's just the beginning. We are made for grace together. He has put us together as a family of believers to grow together. We continue to see God powerfully at work in us, guiding us, especially in these last few months. We have so many only God stories that have made us Grace Church Bethlehem, but there's still more to come. We are made for grace together to show it to the world. That's where our generosity becomes vital. Paul invites us to not just give, but to excel in the grace of giving. Every week, we gather to worship God and reorient our life to God in His ways. Choirs in the classic service and our worship band in the modern service inspire us to meet the one we were made for. We hear biblical and practical messages that challenge us to apply God's truth to our lives and invite us to stay connected to Him throughout the week.
I think worship is a word that gets overused, but it's something that we as God's people need to do every single day, not just on Sunday morning, but it needs to be infused in everything we do, from taking out the garbage in the morning to working with our kids and our families and our friends and just really glorifying God with everything we do.
Well, I think being in the choir has really helped me make Grace Church feel like a home and a family. My husband and I moved here to the Valley in 2005, and our nearest family is 6 hours away. And though I just joined the church in the last year, and I'm really glad that I found you, because coming here is like coming home, and I have a group of people that can support us and helps with our kids and helps us grow closer to Christ.
You know, God works in mysterious ways, and He just takes ordinary people. And just to see the community of people that I've known for 20 years or 2 days just jump in, whether you're 10 years old or I've seen, the mature audience there setting up. And it's pretty cool.
I really like the worship. When we were looking for churches, this one was the one that had the worship that we just really liked, because I've always loved to do set and stage stuff, so seeing the lights and the cameras and how you guys make it more than just, a typical going to Sunday church and doing the live stream, which I've never seen at any other church I've gone to. I felt like it was just very different, that you were, trying to reach out to every aspect between the traditional service and the contemporary service, and I really liked it. It didn't take long for us to pick Grace to be where we went.
After being in rows on Sundays, we break into circles to grow together. Groups are an integral part of the Grace experience. Throughout the week, on the Locust Street campus and across the Lehigh Valley, life-changing groups meet, from the over 500 people in 40 days groups, to ongoing small groups, to our kids and students groups. Groups make our big church small and help us grow as followers of Jesus.
I've grown in my faith being in the youth groups, because I've gone on mission trips and like SNL, and I've been able to talk with my friends and my leaders and get different perspectives from different people. Like it's like a road, it's like up and down. So when you're in your lows, like your group is always there to pick you up and bring you to a high.
You should really come because you would love it, and it's really fun to participate in the sports and the games, and we have Bible study there, so when we talk, we all talk about God.
We had some friends that were members here, and we had been looking for a church to join, a congregation that we were hoping to be members of, and so had tried Grace out, and really once we heard Marnie preach, that's really what sold us. We really felt that it was the right community for us, her messaging, the way that she really brings you in, and so we decided to do the new member class, and at that point, learning about the small groups and the way that community is such an important part of Grace Church and being connected, we knew that it was the right place for our family, where we would be able to not only be a member of a congregation and be a member of the community, but to grow in our faith.
It's just, I love being with my friends while worshiping God, and so it's just a great experience for me because I can have fun while worshiping God, and it's not like usually how it would be like at a church, I guess, because I can go along with my friends and like just have a lot of fun.
God's grace makes us into a community. We were made to become followers of Jesus together, and we were made to belong together as a family. We walk with each other through good times and tough times. We gather on Sundays around coffee. We pray together. Every day, pastors and hospital ministers visit those who are in the hospitals and in rehabilitation facilities, bringing the hope and love of Jesus with them.
Well, you get the extremes of those that are very much involved with the church, but you also get those who have been on the sidelines. So it is an opportunity to build up what's going on, telling them the wonderful news of how our church is in a tough place, but it is a happy place. And we know that God's providing for this, and that our leadership is passionate, and that this is all good. So you can bring an uplifting story to those that haven't been involved. And you try to encourage them to give it a try. And the people are grateful for that.
It's a lot of fun just setting up, and you get to kind of chit-chat with people that are there early, because some people show up early just to talk.
We receive God's grace and then give it away to the world. We are the hands and feet of Jesus Christ in Bethlehem, the Lehigh Valley, and throughout the world as we share His love. Throughout our city, we are committed to sharing the good news with the poor and the hungry, the homeless, and at-risk children. Every single day, our church members are serving in countless places throughout the valley. Around the world, we join hands with our global partners to show His love to the ends of the earth.
What I enjoyed most about the mission trip is that we had many different types of people of different ages coming together with one sole purpose, and that is to fill out what Jesus would have asked us to do, is go to a different area and meet with people that we never knew.
God made us for grace. It draws us to Him. It connects us to each other. It compels us to serve the world. It invites us to give. We give because God gives. His grace in us becomes our grace of giving. As we commit our resources today, God is writing the next chapter of Grace Church.
We are made for grace.
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 We are made for grace.